is up, everyone? I'm Valerie Crab. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the family here on YouTube. On this channel, I share bits and parts of my life and just yap it up in my weekly vlogs. And also, I like to come in and give you guys some girl talk, life motivation, and all the things midweek. So if that's something that you are interested in, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Share my videos, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, baby, okay? In this video, we are going to be doing a mindset reset, okay? So I know often you hear about like resetting your home, resetting your life, and all the things, but I think it is extremely important to have a mindset reset because it can be so easy for us to kind of get stagnant in our mindset if we're not intentional on, making sure that we are training our brain. And if you have been following me for a while, you already know, baby, I am not new to this, honey. I am true to this, okay? I have been on my mindset shift journey for a very, very, very long time. And it just really has shifted the trajectory of my life for the better. And so I kind of want to go through some steps that you guys can take in order to shift your mindset too. Because girl, listen, we don't have time to be stagnant, complaining, negative Nancy's all day, every day, okay? And yes, real life does happen. You're not going to feel happy-go-lucky, chipper, dipper all the time. However, you shouldn't be feeling negative and down and out and all that all the time either, right? So I'm going to be sharing 5 powerful mindset shifts that you can do to reset your brain and to help you step into the best version of yourself, because honestly, girl, it all starts up here. It is all mental at the end of the day. Step 1 is you shift your mindset from I have to I get to. How we frame things in our mind shapes our entire existence. And so if you're making it be like a drag, like, I gotta go to work, I gotta get the kids together, I gotta call my mom, I gotta do, then you're already like starting your day in like this down negative mindset. Misery loves company, right? So once you have that first, now we don't have milk, now we're running late, the kids didn't do what they were supposed to do, you are focused on the negative, and so your mind is going to find other negative things because that's what you're going to be attracting in that moment. So once you shift your mindset and realize that like it's a privilege to go to work, it's like I get to, like, wow, I literally get to get up and go to a job that helps support me financially, that helps me pay my bills and all the things. Like, I get to go in here and help my kids because, things happen in life. There may be parents out there that wish that they still had their time with their kids, whether they moved out or, something happened in the household or whatever. Like, it is a privilege, and I know that a lot of us are still like homebodies. I always see it all over the internet. It's like people make plans to go out, and then when the time rolls around, it's like, girl, I really, like, if they cancel, I'm not gonna be mad. But like, it's a privilege to go out and make these memories with our family and our friends, because let's not forget about the pandemic, right? That was a short 5 years ago where, and I know it's like so easy for us to get, but like we were all stuck in the house. Like we couldn't do nothing but go on walks. Like it was literally like you were in the house and you couldn't be around your family and your friends, and you couldn't actually go and sit down at a restaurant and things like that. And so for it to be such a drag and like, I wish they would have canceled, I wouldn't have been mad. Like, girl, it is a privilege and you get to do this thing. So when I used to share my to-do list on Instagram all the time, I used to always say like my get to-do list, because it is a privilege to get to do these things. And I don't take that lightly. I don't take that for granted. That's like the first thing. And that one little small shift in your mind, it just changes things. It shifts things in your mind and adds gratitude and a different perspective to your life and your tasks. Your action step for this tip is to find one thing that you know you complain about every day. You complain about it, whether it's getting up, going to work, dropping the kids off, calling your mom, just whatever it is, something that you complain about every day, and reframe it as something you get to do and you have the gratitude towards it. Like, wow, thank you, God, that I'm able to get up and go to this job. Thank you that I'm able to still be here with my kids and that they depend on me to, do certain things for them and stuff like that. So, thank you, God, that my mom is still here and I'm able to pick up the phone and call her and help her with whatever it is that she needs help with and things like that. So whatever it is that you typically kind of feel like a pull at your heart about, like a negative drag, a negative pull, shift that into something positive as a thing that you get to do, because you literally have the privilege to do that thing. Number 2, girl, you gotta let go of the past, okay? Let the past go. Stop with the what ifs and focus on your next best steps. That's the only thing you can focus on. Girl, the money is gone, the man left, or you decided to walk away, whatever the case may be. You didn't accept that job offer, you didn't go to school. Okay, girl, we can't focus on that. We can't stay there, okay? What is your next best step? Maybe your next best step is to go back to school because you realize, like, dang, had I been in school, like, the time gonna pass anyway, like, it's just 4 years, whatever. What are the next best steps to take you into the direction that you want to go? Go ahead and apply for school. We often hold on to past mistakes and failures of things that should have happened, things we should have done, things we shouldn't have done. But girl, it don't matter. That day is gone, that second is gone, that hour is gone, baby. And now you need to be focused on the future. Because honestly, dwelling on the past keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck mentally. Like, yes, you are moving on day by day. Physically, you may be going, but if you're stuck mentally, you're really not taking steps forward, right? Because you're so stuck in the past and you're dwelling on that thing. And so you're not even trying. And if you do try, it's like maybe halfway doing it. And it's like, well, what is even the point if you're going to halfway do it? Like, don't do it at all, right? And girl, trust me, I know this easier said than done because it's like, dang, like, ooh, if I would have just took that job instead of this job, or if I would have went with this instead of that, girl, we can what if all day, but we really don't know. Like, it was one girl floating around. She went kind of semi-viral a little bit, and she was like, me and Jackie Aina started our YouTube channels on the same day. And she was basically saying like how far Jackie has went, but she gave up. She didn't keep going. And, you know, she felt like she could have been just as successful or close to being as one of the OG YouTubers had she kept going. And it just goes to show that, like, baby girl, you can't stay there because you really don't know if that was going to be your story or not. But you know what she did? She said, you know what? I'm going to take the steps to be a content creator in this day and age and see like how far I can get now, and like I'm not going to give up. So she learned from her previous mistake of like giving up on her dreams, and now she's going after them and she's like chasing them. So it's like, but all that time she was just like, damn, like that could have been me. Every time she see Jackie, that could have been me. That could have been me. I could have been one of them. I could have been, but girl, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Who cares? What are you gonna do now? Like, what are you gonna do now? So you have to shift that mindset of always dwelling in the past and the what ifs and the negative in that regard, and just think about the positive things that will happen in the future because you're gonna take the steps towards your goals and your desires. And the action step for you on this one is to write down 3 things that you are holding on to that is keeping you stuck mentally, that you know you keep going back to. Like, dang, I should have just, girl, like had I just stuck to my workout plan. Let it go. What do you need to let go of, and what steps? So on one side of the paper, write down what you need to let go of, and on the other side, what is the action plan that you're going to do now to take you to your next level? Number 3, and I touched on this last week, but I feel like it is so important, so I'm touching on it again. You have to stop waiting for motivation and build discipline instead. Motivation is so unreliable. It goes up and down. It comes, it goes. Like, girl, you can't rely on motivation at all. Like, I touched on this a lot last week. I'm going to just quickly dab into it this week. But the real game changer is discipline. Once you have discipline, and I'm speaking to myself, girl, discipline to stop drinking that coffee, discipline to push back on those sweets, discipline to stick to your workout routine, discipline to go ahead and read those 10 books or listen to an audiobook, discipline to take your vitamins so that your iron doesn't drop and you won't be feeling cold and lethargic all of the time. Be disciplined. Shift your mindset from waiting for motivation to come to I'm going to be disciplined and this is what I'm going to do. Once you shift that in your mind, things will change drastically. Now, I feel like a lot of people get discouraged because they want to take 5 things at one time. Girl, just start small with like 1 to 3 things. What are 1 to 3 things that you know you want to do consistently? And like I told you guys last week, I just said I can't commit to going to the gym every day. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna do it. But I can commit to being disciplined 3 times a week and going to the gym 3 times a week. And so far, I have been successful in doing that thing. I made it super light on myself. I feel good. And once I have achieved this for like a month, I'm gonna add on like an at-home workout. I'm still not gonna be like another day at the gym because it is still like getting up, putting the clothes on and all the things. And yes, I get to do that. However, I still do have the comfort of YouTube fitness right here in my living room that I can just add on like a quick 30-minute workout any time of the day that I'm available, and I can add another day to my routine. Discipline, you're gonna show up even when you don't feel like it. And the more you take action, the more it's going to become second nature. So whatever it is, girl, you know what your thing is. So you already know I'm gonna have an action step for you, okay? So the next time you feel like skipping something that you don't want to do, girl, we're gonna pull from my good sis Mel Robbins, and we're gonna do the whole countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna get up and we're gonna get it done. And the more you do it, you train your brain to know, like, okay, we're doing this whether it's raining outside or not. We're doing this whether I feel like doing it or not. We're gonna take these vitamins whether it's a lounge day or an active work day. You're training your brain, and you are being disciplined to where your brain will be like, whoop, hey, we didn't take those vitamins today. Hey, you didn't drink your water today. Your brain will start to let you know in different ways that like, something's off, something's not right. But it's because you build that discipline. But if you only do this one day here, one day there, girl, on again, off again, your brain is not gonna know what's going on, and it's just gonna be all just woo and going with the flow. And girl, who wants that? Like, no. All right, girl, number 4 is a big one. Upgrade your inner circle. Like, we all know the saying that if there are 5 millionaires in your circle, baby, you're almost guaranteed to be the 6th, okay? And the same thing goes with if there's 5 people that you hang out with the most are just like crazy spenders, they don't go to work and they lack self-control, girl, you're gonna be the 6th. Because people rub off on you. Your environment plays a huge role in the way that you interact, in the way that you perform. Like, y'all know, look how easily we pick up on things just from like social media, right? We see the same songs over and over. We see the same dances that people perform over and over. And girl, the sayings, look how quickly like everybody will pick up on things very cutesy, very demure. And just because we constantly are seeing this thing over and over and over. And so the same is the truth for the people that you hang out with, you know? Have you ever been around somebody so much that like their demeanor kind of rubs off on you a little bit? For me, my friend April, right? She always say like mad, like she say like mad whack, mad cool. And if, like every now and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, that was mad whack of him to do that. That was mad whack of her to do that or whatever. And I'll be like, that is so April, like April rubbing off on me. So if the people that you're surrounded with rubs off on you, their negativity can rub off on you if you're not careful. Their positivity can rub up on you. Like, it works the same on both ends of the spectrum. And so if you know you're hanging around people that are negative, they always have excuses about everything, they don't know what they want to do with their life. If that is the case, then it's time to start spending time with people who are going to better you and uplift you and motivate you to do positive things. Because believe it or not, we're all being motivated and swayed one way or another, whether we want to believe it or not. Like, yes, you may stand on your own 2 feet and you make your own decisions. However, subconsciously, your brain is always going and it's always working. And so it may see something that somebody might have previously said, and then now you're kind of looking at that like, oh man, like I never thought about that. And you know, that insecurity can rub off on you or anything, girl. So it's very important to just surround yourself with people that are about something, that are go-getters. And I'm not even saying like go-getters like entrepreneur and girl just grind. I'm just saying like, girl, yeah, I get up, oh baby, I'm gonna get up and go to work. I'm gonna pay these bills. Like, it's gonna get done either way it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean when I say like go-getters and people that are motivated, and you know, people that are gonna encourage you to like, hey girl, you said you wanted to save money this year. Are you saving? And when you tell them that you're trying to save money, they're not inviting you to like go out of town to Jamaica and like blow your money, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to help you and motivate you and inspire you. So the action step is to review your inner circle, write down everybody in your inner circle and how they play a role in your life, and just, you know, reflect on it. Is it positive? Is it negative? And no, you don't always have to cut people off, because I know people are like, if they just negative and woo, cut them off. Girl, no, you don't have to cut everybody off. Because like, what if your mom is the negative one? Then what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So in those situations, maybe you just need to pull back a little bit. And I've talked about this in the past of like, girl, if you know your mama has to be at work, if she clocks in at 9, but you still want to talk to your mom every day, you know what I'm saying? Maybe call her at like 8:30. Y'all get y'all 30 minutes of time, girl. 8:45, because you know, oh, at 9 o'clock she got to clock in, so I only get like 15 minutes talking to her. So if it is negative, or if it is going to be something that's like a drag to you, but you know you still want to have that connection with your mom, it's like, girl, she got to get off this phone in 15 minutes because I know she clocking in at 9. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like giving, you're kind of controlling it a little bit, but still maintaining that relationship as well. And then, or you can also just take over the conversation in that 15 minutes and just know that, like, girl, if I just hurry up and talk, like, oh, let me tell you about what happened yesterday, and you're the one that's leading the conversation, and then, you know, by the time it's time for them to talk, like, oh, girl, well, it's 9 o'clock, I know you gotta go to work, I ain't even mean to talk all that much like that, but all right, enjoy your day, Ma. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always about cutting people off, but just more so like reflecting and figuring out how you're going to navigate these relationships. And number 5, my absolute favorite one, speak life over yourself daily. I mean, every single day. Death and life lies in the power of the tongue. And this is something that you have to actively do, even when you don't believe it, even when you don't see it, even when you're feeling ugly and down and out and discouraged, you get in that mirror. Do you hear me? You get in that mirror and you speak life over yourself. I am happy. I am healthy. I am beautiful. I am God's chosen one. I can do this. I can build this community. I can get this promotion at work. I mean, you just look in that mirror, girl, and you speak life over yourself. Get used to looking at yourself in the mirror and just telling yourself how beautiful you are, and like, oh my gosh, girl, I just love you so much. God did his big one when he created you. Like, what? Look at you. You are so beautiful. And even too, like, as we get older, you know, our bodies change and they may not look the same as they looked when we were 20, girl, and stuff like that. But also even get comfortable with, like, getting in front of the mirror naked. Girl, I'm not even playing. Like, girl, get in front of that mirror naked and love yourself, flaws and all, and speak over your life and just like, oh my gosh, girl, you are so beautiful. I love you so much, girl. Literally hug yourself, okay? And just tell yourself that you can do it. I am living in my dream home. Oh my gosh, every day I wake up with so much peace. Thank you, God, for this peace that you have. My heart is just so happy and pure and full of joy. Thank you for this joy. And just literally speak life. Even if you're feeling sad and broken, girl, I'm telling you, words are so powerful. They are so powerful. And when you start to speak over yourself, it's just like, it's like a whole transformation thing, okay? And there are some days when I'm speaking over myself and I'm like, girl, you are a lie. You are a liar. In the back of my mind, but I still just push through. And those days were more so in the beginning. I still have them every now and then because, like, girl, life is not perfect, right? And we all have our flaws and we all have, like, our insecurities and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's like that voice is nowhere near as loud as it was in the beginning when I first started on this journey of my mindset shift journey. Girl, that thing used to be so loud, like, girl, you ain't doing nothing. Girl, watch Fisher ain't finna pop off like you think. Oh, okay, you thinking you about to quit your job? You ain't about to quit nothing. And girl, I would just, boop. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. Every year my business generates over 6 figures a year. People love me. I am paid to do what I love. I am highly paid to do what I love. I have a positive, engaging community. Like, I would literally just always speak life. And even to this day, every single day I speak life. I have affirmations on my mirror that's like stuck on my bathroom mirror. I have like over 30 affirmations that are written down in a journal, and I recite most of those daily. I just think that it is just so important for you to look in the mirror, love on yourself, speak life over yourself. Even if you don't want to do it in the mirror, girl, if you're just driving in your car or riding in an Uber, just start to speak life over yourself. Like, as you're going to that interview, I'm about to kill this interview. Because the thing is, if you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, I won't do this, I'm not good enough, your mind, your subconscious mind is going to find ways to make that be true. Like, baby, it don't want you to be no liar. At the end of the day, it don't want you to be no liar. So if you feel like you can't do something, like, all right, bet, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to do it. But if you just tell yourself, like, girl, I can do it. I know I can do this one last rep. I can start this business. I can be an amazing mom. I can have a life of peace. You are constantly saying that. And again, consistency, babes, not just one time here, one day here this week, 2 days next week, the next week after that, you don't do it at all. No, you have to be consistent with this thing every single day. And then your mind will start trying to find ways. And like, not even every single day, girl, just even like throughout the day, I be talking to God and like I be speaking life over myself and stuff like that. And your mind will just start to find ways of bringing you peace, bringing, you know, the good into your life. You already know I have the last and final action step. Every morning, look in the mirror and just start with one positive affirmation. Just one positive affirmation and say it out loud. I am capable. I am strong. I am becoming the best version of myself, and say it with conviction and with feeling and with some oomph on that thing. Okay, put a little season on it, girl. Don't be shy. Like, it's you. And the thing is, you are with yourself more than anybody. And so that's why mindset is so important, because you're constantly having these inner thoughts with yourself every single day. And the best thing is for it to be a more positive one. So that is my 5 tips for resetting your brain. Okay, girl, make sure you take these action steps and do them before the next week. Shift your mind from I have to I get to. Let go of the past and focus on the next best thing. Stop waiting on motivation and be disciplined. Upgrade your inner circle, girl, and speak life over yourself every single day. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you Sunday for the weekly vlog. Bye.